Speaking is a type of ability, while being silent is a type of intelligence. The ancients said, words come from the heart. How a person thinks will determine the words they speak. One with a generous heart will speak gently and kindly, while one with a heart full of resentment will speak harshly and bitterly. Humble words will be spoken in a moderate and polite manner, while arrogant words are often boastful and pretentious. Why does it only take 2 years to learn how to speak, but a lifetime to learn how to be silent? Speaking is a skill, while silence is a form of intelligence. Traditional culture believes that harmful speech is very important. Things spoken aloud can harm others, and bad karma often follows. The lives of those who frequently use hurtful words to harm others are often lonely and have few friends. In fact, no husband wants to come home to a constantly nagging and criticizing wife. No child is happy with parents who only shout and scold instead of speaking gently, and no friend is interested in conversing with someone who frequently speaks sarcastically and maliciously. Old people say, words come from the heart. A person's temperament will dictate the way they speak. Someone who has a forgiving heart will speak gently and kindly, while someone with a heart full of resentment will speak harshly and bitterly. A modest person will speak politely. Someone who is arrogant will often be pompous when speaking. Typically, we are controlled by our negative emotions. One who can control their emotions is stronger than those who can hold a fortress. Deep water runs slow, and a respected person will speak with eloquence. 1. In urgent situations, speak slowly. When faced with urgent matters, remain calm and think things through before clearly expressing them. This will make the listener feel stable and increase their confidence in you. 2. Use humor when mentioning small things. Especially when giving reminders with positive intent, use humorous phrases to avoid appearing rigid and heavy. Joking around a little makes small matters seem smaller, and not only will they happily accept your reminder, but also increase their goodwill towards you. 3. Speak carefully when unsure. For matters that you are unsure of, carefully consider how to express yourself, conveying the message that you are a trustworthy person to the listener. 4. If something hasn't happened yet, don't talk nonsense about it. People hate those who talk too much, and if you've never made random guesses or talked about something that hasn't happened yet, it will make people feel that you are mature, cultured, hardworking and responsible. 5. Don't talk nonsense about something you haven't done. There is a saying, if you don't have a diamond drill, don't expect to make pottery. You shouldn't promise to do something that you're not sure you can do. It will make the listener feel that you are someone who talks the talk and walks the walk, and they will trust you. 6. Don't say things that hurt others. Do not use words to harm others, especially among loved ones. This way, people will feel that you are a kind person, helping to maintain and increase affection. 7. For things that are heart-wrenching, you shouldn't tell just anyone. When someone is hurt, they want to confide in someone else, but if you keep telling everyone you meet, it will make the listener feel a lot of pressure, very easy to generate doubt and distance you. At the same time, you will leave the impression that you want to transfer your pain to others. 8. When it comes to other people's matters, be careful with your words. Between people, there should be a safe distance. You should not comment or talk about other people's matters. It will create a sense of safety for those you interact with. 9. It is important to listen to others and to yourself. You should be receptive to how others perceive you, as this can leave a humble impression on them and show that you are an empathetic and rational person. 10. When it comes to children, it is important to make things clear. Especially during their teenage years, they can easily get agitated. You should use a calm and firm approach when talking to them, which can help them develop a positive relationship with you and see you as a friend. Additionally, being persuasive is an important skill, but knowing what not to say is also a sign of intelligence. Communication is an art, and even beautiful thoughts and words must be carefully considered before speaking. If what is being said makes both parties lose interest, then it is better left unsaid. So what are some bad words that should not be said? 1. Don't say discouraging and negative words. Some people like to say discouraging words to bring others down. In fact, in life, we need encouragement and motivation from others. Even if nobody is there to encourage us, we must encourage ourselves. If we do not encourage ourselves and instead say negative things, we will fall into a deep pit of despair. 2. Don't say angry words. When people are angry, they often say hurtful words that can damage others or even themselves. When we are offended, we should try to remain calm and refrain from speaking impulsively. Words spoken in anger are often not well received, so it's better not to say them at all. 3. Don't say words of blame. When people are dissatisfied, they often blame their boss, friends, and even their family. If you constantly blame others, people will use that against you and create conflict. This will cause you to suffer needlessly and unnecessarily. 4. Don't say hurtful words. Some people speak without regard for others and say hurtful words. Sometimes it harms others, but other times it harms ourselves. Although hurtful words may only be for a moment, it can permanently damage our character and reputation. 5. Do not boast about oneself. Some people like to promote themselves when talking, to advertise themselves excessively and inflate themselves, but others are not likely to agree. Therefore, boasting does not bring any benefits and instead may hurt oneself. To be great, one must do great things that others talk about, not claim it oneself. Humility is better. 6. Do not lie. In Buddhism, one of the 5 precepts is not to lie. Lying means seeing but saying otherwise. The fable The Boy Who Cried Wolf has emphasized the serious consequences of lying. Another example is when there is one airplane, but it is said to be 11 or even 91 planes. These are false rumors, similar to lying. 7. Do not reveal secrets. There are many secrets in the world, from families to businesses, from business secrets to national secrets. Nowadays, countries attach great importance to confidentiality, and if national secrets are accidentally disclosed, one may face severe punishment. Therefore, we need to develop a habit of keeping secrets and not speaking casually. Before revealing any secrets, we must think of the bad consequences that may occur and understand its seriousness to avoid speaking carelessly. 8. Do not speak about personal privacy. Everyone has their own personal stories and business, which they do not want others to know. Even if they do not object to them being revealed, the speaker's bad intention is already revealed, which may lead to a lack of blessings in the future. Therefore, people in the past often remind us to speak with respect, not to speak harshly or hurt others, and to think of others in our hearts. This creates blessings for ourselves.